Antonio Herrera Toro was a Venezuelan painter, art critic and professor. Biography. He began his artistic studies in 1869, under the tutelage of Martin Tovar y Tovar. 5 years later, he enrolled at the Academy of Fine Arts in Caracas, where he studied with José Manuel Moco and Miguel Navarro Canizas. In 1875, he received a government scholarship that allowed him to study in Paris and Rome. He returned in 1881, with sketches of the Assumption of the Virgin, commissioned by José Pond, the Archbishop of Caracas, that he used for murals at Caracas Cathedral, painted with the assistance of Cristobal Rojas. In 1883, he portrayed the final moments of Simon Bolivar, to commemorate the centennial of Bolivar's birth. The following year, he traveled to Peru on behalf of Tovar, making sketches at the sites of the battles of Junín and Ayacucho for paintings that Tovar had been commissioned to create for the Palacio Federal Legislativa. As it turned out, Herrera had to complete the Battle of Ayacucho after Tovar's death. He later took up journalistic pursuits in addition to painting, signing his writings with the pseudonym Santoro. He was a major contributor to the cultural affairs biweekly El Cojo Ilustrado, and a co-founder of El Granuja. In 1892, he was appointed director of the Government Office of Buildings and Ornamentation, and, in 1908, became director of the Art Academy, following the death of Emilio Jacinto Mauri. Early the following year, he was faced with a strike by a large group of students who were demanding changes in the curriculum. 2 years later, together with Pedro Arismendi Brito, a former general and respected man of letters, he drafted regulations for the Instituto Nacional de Bellas Artes, which included music and acting as well as painting and sculpture. He also tendered his resignation, which was not accepted, so, despite being the target of student protests, he retained the position until his death. Selected paintings.